Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Charles and this is episode 22 of our mission to Mars. As you can probably see if you saw the last video, I made a statement in that I was wrong about. I thought the corn would be ready and ready to harvest in this episode. And boy, am I glad I was wrong. Because if I had been right, we would have been harvesting not only all of these cornfields, but we have some soybean fields, all of these on this, from here all the way to the end, they are all ready. And all of these two fields of oats over on this side, these new fields that we planted last, I guess, or not last, but, in a previous episode anyway. And both of these fields are ready to harvest. So we've got a pretty big harvest. Now, these two fields, since they're still on their first crop, they don't need to be limed. But as I missed liming that last field that I converted over from sorghum to oats, it does need to be limed, and I forgot to do that before I sowed all of that in there. So I have my machinery out, and I have already placed my my fertilized spreader down here along with a couple of my seeders and everything, staged everything ready to go. So I think I am going to, I'll come over to this one first if I can get past the end of it. And make sure I have the straw turned off. And it is off. And so, okay, off you go, harvester. And now I'm going to get in this one and begin harvesting here. This is one of the single-sized fields that hasn't been joined to anything, so this one isn't going to take very long in this harvester. And it will also take this harvester a while to fill up and everything. So we'll be shifting that over to the other field next to us long before long before it gets filled up. So this I guess will be the first field once it's finished that I will, once I get this harvester moved over to the other field, I'll bring my spreader over here and go ahead and lime this field, and then I can set one of the seeders going on it. I do want to try and get, get all of these, as much machinery moving as I can. I do have basically all tractors on deck except for the one that we use for the greenhouses. Everything is hooked to something. So yeah, 11%. Yeah, it's going to make it through the rest of this field with no problem at all. Well, let's see. What can I tell you about what's happened since the last episode? Um, in the not the last episode, but the one before, I had mentioned that since we only had the one field to harvest that was in the let's see, in the chicken dome, it was the wheat from there. Since we only had that, I thought, well, we probably won't have much else to do or much else to talk about or anything. So I had thought and planned to move the slurry and manure out of the cow dome and the pig dome. And with the being January and showing you the things I put in for Christmas, the new horse for Megan and everything, put that in, and she has really enjoyed that and just loves those animals. So, but we talked about that. I also put in 2 parts of a new production. The quarry and the pay dirt production, where we take the stones to, and that turns that into pay dirt. And since then, I have put in the next 2 parts of that production, and I will take you over and show you that if there's time. Let's see, in fact, I can probably just get that on a worker, and I will jump out of here right now before things get really crazy here. And let me run back here, and I will show you those new productions. Okay, you remember here, this is our pay dirt production where we put the stones, and I have transferred more stones over to it. I think probably 2 loads I think I put in there, and I have taken 1 load of pay dirt and put it in our next production over here, and this is the one that washes and refines gold, silver, and jewels. I had to, for this production, I had to fill it with water, and I also had to fill it with diesel. Now, I have that was quite the task doing that. I bought yet another one of these trailers. As you can see, it is colored black, so it is different from all the others. I will know that one is for fuel only. And I have also bought another tractor. This is the little electric tractor that I tried to buy for the trailer that's hauling the honey. But if you remember way back when I talked about that, as soon as I put this tractor on, and as soon as it got loaded down with honey, this tractor just flipped up. And so I disconnected it. I went and got a weight and put on the front of this, and even with that, it still lifted the front of it up. But the other problem that I had was that when the weight on the front of it was so heavy compared to this tractor, that it was lifting the back end of this tractor up. So pulling a trailer like this, where the weight of the trailer is supported, it's not putting a whole lot of pressure on the back or the front of this tractor. So it's great for pulling something like this. Now, what I found, these trailers hold about 17,000 liters of liquid, and they fill for fuel at the fuel place on the other side of the map very slowly, and I had to run a few loads to fill that. So I ended up having them come in and install over here a gas pump on this side of the farm too, so I can pull up to this. Now, it is still just as slow as the one on the other side, but at least it's closer, and I don't have to drive so far in between. And now it's just a matter of, I think if I keep up with it, it's just a matter of keeping the diesel topped up, and so I won't have to do probably full loads. In fact, I'm not sure. It may be full now. I may have left it full and gone and refilled it, but I may not have because it takes so long. So anyway, I have put some pay dirt in here. I have set everything to distributing. And it had 3 formulas, whether you wanted gold to be the main production, but it also did some silver and some jewels, or if you wanted silver to be the main production and it did some gold and some jewels, or you wanted the jewels to be the main production and it did some silver and some gold. I activated all 3 of them, so it will, who knows what it's going to kick out of here. It's probably going to go through the pay dirt really, really fast. It'll probably be empty, but I have set all of that to distribute. I really have enough to take care of on this farm, and if I can take a little shortcut by having that just go ahead and automatically distribute over here to this production. And this production is the one. Let's see if it hasn't. Nope. I've activated it already, so it's ready for all of that to be sent over. Oh, okay. And our harvester has finished the task. Anyway, it's waiting for materials to be sent over, and that will refine everything down into jewelry for the gems, gold statues for the gold, and silverware for the silver. Now I have set all of that to selling, so we won't actually see pallets of that, sadly. I did that because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if we could sell, if that production is compatible, I guess, with this map. With the cell to earth and everything over there. I didn't know if I could take it over there and actually sell it there. And I thought, if I'm not there and it spawns a whole lot and I'm stuck with it and I don't know how to get rid of it, I didn't see, I may have to check, I didn't see an actual sell point that went with that production. So if anybody knows about that, please tell me. If there is one, and I'll set it to that, and then we'll just go ahead and move the final product over to it. So anyway, I've got this on a worker now, so I am going to get out of there. Whoa, turn right back into all that dust. And this no longer has anything in it, so I can run right across there. I am going to get my JCB here. And it is full of lime. I filled all these up beforehand. Yeah, hard to tell how far it actually spreads, so anyway, I am going to put it on a worker and get out of the way. And I'm going to trust yep, it makes it all the way to the edge. So, okay. I probably missed the notification because surely this one is full by now. Where is it? No, it's still going. Okay. Well, I'll get in this tractor over here and get ready. Our tree planting tractor has been pulling this same trailer to move the stones and the pay dirt and everything over there, so I'm going to use it as one of my carting tractors in this. And over here next to us, if you remember, is this field over here is another soybean field. It was just planted later than all of these soybeans, so we will have to come back and harvest that a little bit later. Oh, and it's ready. I'm sitting up here talking, not paying attention to it. Oh yeah, now I can't remember how much I told you about that before. I started telling you that, Megan pointed out to me that I had told her that I was going to be moving all of that manure and slurry out of those, and she reminded me. She checked on that when she was in there, and she reminded me that I had not done it. And truthfully, it had completely slipped my mind in that last month, and so I have now moved as much as I could. I moved all of the slurry and all of the manure that I could get out of the cow dome. I have moved into the fertilizer production and into the biogas plant behind the cow dome. And I've also taken as much of the I've taken most of the manure out of one of the beside one of the pig enclosures. The other side, unfortunately, the production got full of the manure before I got over to that one, but it's not in desperate need over there yet. Also, I didn't get over there to empty any of the slurry, and I still have slurry in the other one. I did get some of it out, but they're both down to I think they're both down to around 63,000 liters. So yeah, I've still got. I don't know how fast that production over there goes, but I hope it goes pretty darn fast, because I have already over 160 or 100 over 120. So I guess 126,000 liters of slurry already sitting over in the pig dome. Now I could use it to spread on fields and everything, but that's one more step, because I still have to come back and roll all these even after I get them planted and everything. So there is that. Let's see, that field over there. This one is getting near to done, so I'll be able to move this over. Okay, well this is going pretty quick anyway. So let's see, is this one right here one that's been joined, or is it no, this is a single field just like that one over there. So probably not. Okay, so since this is a single field, I'm going to wait until it is done. But these ones over here, everything from this point over, I know what the next crop I'm putting in here is. I'm going to put sorghum in here, because that's one of the crops, of course, that we're keeping in the silo. And so I am putting sorghum in here, and also those two oat fields over there, I'm going to plant sorghum in both of those fields too. So we're going to have a really big sorghum harvest the next time. I do have I have oats in this one already. So even after we harvest the oats over there, we're going to have this whole field, and the one and over next to it there, the bigger field, is also oats. So we're going to have both of these in oats. We've got all of this in soybean. We've got another soybean field over here. We have corn in lots of fields, in all the fields, corn in all the fields that I created that were not originally on the map. We have sunflowers in this single field and this joined and extended field, and in the field at the end of all of these that are over here, the one that runs across the dome, the rectangle that runs across, that's in front of the cow dome. That also has, well, no, that one has corn. It's the one at the end of this row. That's right. It's the ones that I originally had canola in, and now I've joined all three of these together, and so we've got 3 fields of sunflowers running all the way over to this side over here. So hopefully that will, with those fields, that'll add a lot into there. I have no idea what to expect from the harvest of the corn. Let's see. Okay, I'd say that was probably the spreader that finished. And did they truly finish? Yes, they did. Okay, so I'm going to back this off. Looks like, whew, yeah, it's going to go through the lime. So since that harvester is still moving anyway, I am going to come down here. I'll jump out. We'll get this guy going. This seeder is still set on sunflowers. So let's reset that. Sorghum. Okay, and unfold it. I want it to overlap the side just a little bit, just in case I made a, in case this field is not even going all the way down there. So set that going, hop out, and get out of the way. Okay, now, before I get hit by a harvester, I'll refill my lime so I can get that going on that other single field when it finishes. Okay, and we will take this over here and get it set up. I think this is probably the most logical one to set it up going on. And actually, I think that's far enough over that I could probably set that going. I need to get this tractor out of the way because it will be the first obstacle. That spreader will run into. Don't want that. I'm hoping that this harvester can finish. It's only got a small strip left, so I should think it would be able to finish before the... although it does not move very fast, so... let's see if we can unload a little bit. I don't want it to get full before it finishes. Okay, and so we've got the other harvester in the big field over there. I think it can handle it, and so I am going to, as soon as this one finishes, I will empty it, and I will empty it. Well, yeah, okay, it will finish. Yeah, it'll finish before that gets to us. It just makes me nervous seeing so many things running at the same time in one field here. But I will transfer, I guess, this one after it is empty. I'll transfer it over to the small oat field and start it going over there and get that done. I think all of you are kind of getting the idea on this. It's just going to be rinse and repeat, but I do want to bring you in on what we are planting in this field. So I will hold off on this for a minute, and we'll get out of here. That should be enough room if I would get around the weight. Oh, can we make it? Can we make it? Yes, we made it before the tractor rammed into us. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I have enough money to take care of whatever damage there would have been. If you look up in the corner, you'll see that I have 9.2 million currently in the bank. We are almost to a point where there's something that my wife and I are planning that I will be able to talk to you, and then or you know, you'll probably see the result, and then I'll tell you what it was all for. But I'm gonna hold on to that one for right now. Let's see. I think that's pretty straight down here, so it's taking a risk, I guess, with doing this, but I'm gonna start this one. Going, and I am going to hire a worker. Now I have no idea how it's going to do down at the end. Probably not very well. I'll have to come back and touch that up. So, yep, right through the spray out the back of that again. This one is full now, so, sorry, there I am. I talk about, even though crop destruction isn't on, I don't want to run willy-nilly through crops, and I've unconsciously done it, I think, twice so far in this recording. So, anyway, I will get over here. With this. And this unloads really fast, so I'll do this, and then I will go get our other seeder and get that started, and you can see what it is we're putting in that field. It is not the sorghum. I have a lone crop going in, specifically because it is that size of field. And some of you who have watched my videos before might be able to guess what that crop is going to be. Okay, this is full, and I don't know that I may have taken out enough that harvester can finish. Okay, and of course this guy, the worker, parked this right in the middle of the corn. So we'll back that up. And I just want to hurry up and grab this. And after we get this going, I will do a jump cut to where we have finished the oat harvest. And I'll bring you back and probably I'll jump cut probably to a time lapse, because this video is already about 33 minutes long, so I am trying to keep them a little bit shorter. I had early on I had some shorter videos, and then as I went, they started kind of getting a little bit longer and longer. So I was doing some that were well over an hour, and that seems maybe a little bit excessive to ask you to sit and watch. So, okay, not barley, not oat, canola, soybeans, sorghum, oilseed radish, grass, corn, sunflowers, sugar beet. We are going to plant this field in sugar beet. We have, from, if you remember, this field that's over next to us over here that has the last bit of soybean that needs to be harvested as soon as it's ready. That is basically a double field, and the last time I harvested that with sugar beets, I got a little over 500,000 liters of sugar beets. So in order to reach my 800,000 liter goal on that, I am hoping that we can get the remaining amount for the harvest out of this one field. And I can proudly say then at that point, hopefully, that one crop, even though it was, a super high producing one crop is done with that challenge. Because that will be a bit of a milestone, because as you know, we have finished the bees, because of, you saw in the last episode that we're considering also we have finished the trees. I have on the animals exceeded the goal now by adding pens in for the sheep and the chickens. All of those pens are full now. The cows have reproduced, and I'm short timing it on that too. I mean, a few more months they reproduce again, and I'm likely to have my goal in there. In the pig dome, one of those enclosures is full, and the other one is not far away. So again, in there, we're looking at the next breeding session. And oh, let me go ahead and get this guy going. You know, I'm sitting here talking, and he could have been harvesting. So anyway, I am going to do a jump cut from here, and I will be back with a time lapse of the oat fields as soon as these are done. Okay, I think this is a good time to come back from that time lapse. As you can see, our trailer over here is full. We aren't quite done. That harvester that we just passed is full. And our other big harvester is partially full, but hopefully it has enough room to finish this field. I'm sure you saw in that time lapse, workers, some of them are not to be trusted. Wow. And here I was talking about, the insurance and everything. Looks like I'm going to have a bit of a claim. I'm going to have to get some workers. I'm going to have to put in a request for some of the workers to come over with some equipment to help put that tractor and trailer back up and see if there's too much damage, and I'll have to put it in repair. So, wow. And, of course, I guess I can't say that the workers are the only ones who are stupid. We were just before I started the time lapse in the part that I jumped through. I looked up and realized that before I started recording, I was looking around the map for everything that I had to get done, make sure that everything was settled, and we just had to worry about all the multiple steps on the field. And I left the time set at 0, so we were stuck at 9:17 in the morning for the entire first part of the video. As you can see, I have tried to compensate a little bit by putting it at ×5. I can do that because we have all sunny weather ahead of us. So we're not expecting any of those anomalous Martian weather things. So, boy. And, okay, it is February right now. And so, as you all know, February 14th is Valentine's Day. So, I already know that both of the boys they've talked to me a little bit. They're making some plans because I'm very pleased to say that every day it seems like those relationships that they're in are just growing stronger and stronger. So I'm so glad that it's on that trajectory now. And we'll see what happens after. Maybe I'll have a little more to update you on that. See how their Valentine's Day went. Okay, we'll get the slow unloading one out of the way first here. And then this will be our final load of all the crops. I did that small field of oats already. You may have seen that. I did that because that was still going while we were still working on the soybean field. So I didn't want to start it until after, but that got finished. Because I'm sitting here hitting O, trying to move this harvester out of the way, and that's not gonna work because I'm in the wrong vehicle. Okay. Okay, that one can move out of the way for now. Give it a wash. And now go back and get the big boy. Ooh, that is dirty. Did a lot of work today, so... See if I can get out here near the end of the pipe and tell where it's actually aimed. Oh, I got it in there. Oh, that's beautiful. It unloads so fast. I love that. Oh, no, no, no. I'm going to fold that up and wash it. See, it looks so much better when it's washed. Okay, let's go back into our tractor. We'll take our final load over to the storage point. 93%, one full trailer and one at 93%. We'll also get the numbers on our soybean that we put into the silos. Yeah, so like I said, you know, the cows, just a few more months, I guess they'll breed again, and we very well may hit the next time the cows and the pigs breed. We may hit our full goal on all the animals, and then it's just crops that still need to be done. And you know, so that's why if we can start ticking those off, you know, it seems like such a big accomplishment if we can get that one, if that one field that we did in sugar beet will finish out our sugar beet crop in storage here and get us up to 800,000. That just seems like, you know, then we only have 5 crops left to go. I mean, granted, they've got quite a ways to go. We do have all those fields of corn. Now, sunflowers didn't yield, you know, in huge numbers when they were planted in all those fields. So maybe when you add all those fields together, you know, the land area of them isn't as large as what the number would maybe suggest. So maybe that's why, you know, I'm taking every opportunity to make sure that I always have some sunflower planted in there. Oh, I totally forgot. Well, it's a good thing we're out of the way anyway, so that we can get to these. And go all the way to the end here, so we get the total, because apparently this one on the end, if you go down to this end, you know, you can see that our sugar beets are down at 256,825, and yet as soon as we step onto this one, they pop up to 548,738, and I think they're the same. Yeah, they're the same in this one. So our oats are now at 255,314. Sorghum is at 252,548. And the soybeans that we did today are at 181.44. So, looks like sunflowers and soybeans are the ones that are lagging behind. But keep in mind, we do have that one more field of soybeans. So it's going to add to this total. And it very well may put it over 200,000 as well. Also, corn down at 87,493. Like I say, we've got all those fields, and I have high hopes. I've got my fingers crossed that it's going to be a better yield than what the sunflowers were. So, just ran right into, well, how did I get in here? Okay. Okay. There. Do the slow walking first. So anyway, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the corn will be ready next episode. Wow, it would be really bad to be wrong twice in a row. I guess I could look at the growth calendar, but it's more fun to play Can Charles guess how long the crops are going to take. So yeah, so I think I have to go back up and put in a request for them to come over and get my tractor and trailer flipped back over, and the other tractor unstacked from it. See if those can still run. I've got, probably one more pass with the fertilizer or the lime spreader before that field can be finished with drilling. And I'm also going to, like I said, those two fields that we just harvested that were oats. Oh my gosh, this is a hard thing to look at. What in the world is the worker thinking? And not only did they do this, but they ran off and they didn't even tell me that they had done it. So that's a worker that may be sent back to Earth. Okay. So anyway, yeah, these two fields over here, I will, off camera, I will go ahead and drill these in the sorghum, and then I have to come back once everything is drilled and roll it, so we can try and maximize our yield out of these things. So yay, lots of work left ahead of me. But right now, like I say, I need to, two tractors, and because this is the tractor and trailer that I was using for the pay dirt over there. Oh, I did make a decision too while I was in that time lapse and I was driving the harvester. I made a little bit of a decision. I am going to run over, and hopefully I'll get there in time. I am going to set that last bit of that production, that new production, to spawning for right now. For hopefully I can catch it before it spawns too much, but that will let me go ahead and load it up and try it down here at this sale point. If it doesn't sell, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all that, but at least I can run back and everything that comes after it. Hey, maybe I can use everything that it spawns. If it doesn't sell, maybe I can use that for the new treasure hunt items for Megan and the team. That is something I should tell you too before I let you go. I have. They did respond. Megan, now that she is, feeling a little bit less depressed, was pretty excited about my offer to put down some new items for them to find. Truth be told, I have already ordered some items. I did it a while back, and quite frankly, right now I can't even remember what they are. But I am going to, when they come in, I and hopefully my wife will help me. We are going to go around all over this map and hide them. And let me tell you, there's going to be the same number, 12, like in the other one. So same deal, $10,000 for every one they find and collect. But these are going to be much, much harder to find, because look at all those trees up top, all these trees down here. There could be items up on a limb in a tree. Probably not too high, so somewhere you can reach it and everything. But it could also be behind a tree, deep in that thick forest up top, and so things are going to be a little bit harder to find than the other ones were, I think. Although they did a great job on those, and that team came back and kept at it, and I expect them to do that with this one too. So anyway, I'm going to go call the guys over there and tell them the bad news. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Please hit all the buttons down below, like, subscribe, and notifications, and leave a comment, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.